What if I told you that the average person over 50 will lose $47,000 over the next decade? Not to the stock market, not to inflation, but to something that feels as natural as breathing. Something your parents never had to worry about because it didn't exist. I'm not here to scare you. I'm here because I care about your retirement, and I care about your grandkids' inheritance. In a world obsessed with apps and influencers, we've lost something precious: the common-sense money habits that built America's middle class. The $47,000 mistake isn't complicated. It's not about crypto or get-rich-quick schemes. It's about the lifestyle trap that our grandparents' generation never faced, and it's eating your retirement alive. Think about your last month. How many times did you say, "Oh, that's only $5 about something"? That daily coffee, the streaming service you forgot you're paying for, the app subscription from 2019, the impulse buy because it was on sale. Here's the truth nobody wants to admit. You're not bad with money. You're just living in a system designed to make small spending invisible. Let me break down that $47,000 for you. The average person over 50 spends $2,200 extra per month on conveniences they don't need. Small purchases that seem harmless in the moment, but compound over time like an invisible tax on your future. Daily coffee shop visit. $8 times 365 days equals $2,920 yearly. Streaming services you forgot about. $50 times 12 months equals $600 yearly. Subscription services you never use, $200 yearly. Eating out, just because. $150 monthly equals $1,800 yearly. Impulse online purchases. $100 monthly equals $1,200 yearly. That's just the obvious ones. Before you know it, you're $7,000 behind every year. Over 10 years, there's your $47,000. But here's the real kicker. That $47,000, invested at just 6% annual return, would have grown to $84,000 by retirement. So the actual cost isn't $47,000. It's closer to $84,000 in lost wealth. Here's what my grandmother did. She saved every receipt in a jar. Not to be obsessive, but because she understood something we've forgotten. Small leaks sink big ships. In 1935, if someone spent money unwisely, they paid the price immediately. No subscriptions, no hidden fees, no buy now, pay later traps. When you spent your hard-earned dollar, you felt it. You knew exactly where it went. But here's what's interesting. My grandmother wasn't deprived. She had nice things. She went out to eat. She bought quality items. The difference? She was intentional. Every dollar had a job. Every purchase was a decision, not a default. Today's financial landscape is designed to separate you from your money. Apps that make spending invisible. Services that auto-renew until you forget to cancel. Marketing that makes you feel entitled to every convenience. It's not your fault. It's the system. Here's how we fix this. Depression-era wisdom for modern times. 3 simple rules that will save you thousands. Rule 1. The receipt method. Every single purchase, no matter how small, gets logged. Not in some complicated app. In a simple ledger or notebook. When you write down that $3 coffee, you feel that $3. Your brain processes it differently than swiping a card. I'm not asking you to do this forever, just for 1 month. Track everything. At the end of 30 days, you'll see patterns you never noticed. Most people find $400 to $600 in monthly waste they didn't even know existed. Rule 2, the envelope system, updated. Even if you pay by card, allocate cash for each spending category monthly. Take that $200 for eating out and actual 20s to the restaurant. Watch how differently you spend when it's real money, not just numbers on a screen. Cash has psychology. When you hand over 5 20s for dinner, you feel the weight of that decision. Your hand hesitates before reaching for the appetizer. That's not deprivation, that's awareness. Rule 3, the 24-hour rule. Before any purchase over $25, wait 24 hours. Write down what you're about to buy and why you want it. In 24 hours, you'll know if it was impulse or necessity. I guarantee you'll eliminate 40% of those purchases. Here's what this looks like in practice. Sarah, 58, from Ohio. Last year, she was on track to retire at 70 with $600,000 saved. After implementing these old-school rules, she cut her monthly spending by $800, not by sacrificing. By eliminating waste she didn't even know she had. Result? She's now on track to retire at 65 with $850,000. The difference between working 5 more years and retiring comfortable, $800 in monthly savings. That's it. Or take Robert, 62, from Florida. He and his wife were spending $180 monthly on various subscription services, most for movies and shows they'd never actually watched. After the 24-hour rule and receipt method, they kept 2 services, saved $120 monthly, and discovered they were actually watching TV less, but enjoying it more. These aren't extreme cases. These are normal people who simply became aware of where their money was going. This isn't just about your retirement. It's about the legacy you're leaving, the skills you're passing down. Your grandchildren are watching. When they see you handle money thoughtfully, not because you're poor, but because you choose wisely, they learn something invaluable in a world that teaches them to spend first and think later. I talk to retirees every week who wish they'd started earlier. Not because they made big mistakes, but because they made small ones for years. The $3 here, the $15 there, until that $3 became $30,000 and the $15 became $150,000. But here's the good news, it's not too late. Whether you're 50 or 75, these 3 rules will add years to your retirement and peace to your mind. Now, I know what you're thinking. This sounds restrictive. I want to enjoy my life. I'm not asking you to give up coffee. I'm asking you to know how much coffee costs you. I'm not asking you to stop traveling. I'm asking you to stop the $47 streaming service you forgot about so you can afford that trip. This is about intention, not deprivation. My grandmother had nice things. She traveled, she went out to eat. But she did it on purpose, not by accident. The second objection: I'm too old to change my habits. Wrong. Your brain is more capable of change at 60 than it was at 20. You have wisdom, discipline, and motivation. You just need a system. The third: this takes too much time. 1 month of tracking, that's it. After 30 days, you'll know exactly where your leaks are. Then you just plug them. Here's what I want you to do this week. Pick one of these 3 rules, just one. Start with the receipt method if you want awareness. Start with the 24-hour rule if you want immediate results. Start with the envelope system if you want to feel the difference. Give it 30 days, track everything, see what happens. I promise you'll find money you didn't know you had. Because at the end of the day, that $47,000 isn't just money. It's freedom. It's the difference between retiring at 70 and retiring at 65. It's the difference between leaving your grandkids $50,000 or $100,000. It's the difference between stress and peace. Your parents' generation didn't have to think about this because they didn't have the temptations we do. But you have something they didn't: the wisdom to see the trap and the power to escape it. Old school money saver here. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, subscribe. And in the comments, tell me, what's the one subscription or habit you're going to cut this week? Let's hold each other accountable.